Hey there, StarCraft 2 fans. It is Anaris here on Thursday, May 5th, 2011. You guys like StarCraft, right? You guys like watching it on the internet, on the YouTubes? Combine them, you get the inner tubes. Yeah, good stuff. All right. Well, I'm assuming that since you're here, you are interested in watching a guest commentary video. Now, this is a real-life friend of mine. His name is Joe. He is somebody who I've been trying to help get into the whole StarCraft 2 commentating thing. And what the heck is happening to this mouth? I have no idea. But anyways, I told him that, once he got going a little bit, I would show you guys basically his style. It's a little bit different, but certainly it has a lot of potential, I think, to become a very, very good caster. Now, this is actually something that I'm going to be starting here in the coming weeks, is trying to feature different casters from around YouTube. And I guess you can consider this a double as an announcement video to the casters who actually watch this, that I will be doing this program. So if you're interested in doing this, you could just email me at anaristarcraft@gmail.com. And, I mean, keep in mind that, you basically want to put a lot of effort into the video. So I'm not going to be casting like everybody's COD Black Ops montages and stuff like that. But if you're a serious StarCraft 2 caster and you really want to get your word out and you think you have a good quality product, then let me know and maybe we can feature it on my channel. You have to drop me an email and I'll have to see. But I'm going to start it off here. Like I said, his name is Joe, goes by SquigglesStarcraft. He has been playing StarCraft for God knows how long, and yeah, he's a really cool guy, and like I said, he can definitely take criticism well, so if you guys see anything that you think needs improving, you can leave a comment on his channel. You can also let him know if he's doing stuff right. Like I've said, I've been trying to help him along for some time now. So he focuses mainly just on the more entertaining replays, kind of like what I like to do, get the games that you really want to tune in and watch, check out. So make sure you guys subscribe to him if you like his content, and that's pretty much all I've God. Oh, one more thing I mentioned before the video starts. I was serious in my last video when I said that I'm going to try to do some giveaways. So I'm going to see if I can get a hold of maybe a video card. Sounds like you guys really could use that. And maybe some other stuff. I'll have to look around and see if I can find a collector's edition. But we'll see if we can have some happy, fun, good times with that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start watching SquigglesStarcraft.
Hey guys, Squiggles here, bringing you a game between OGS Xenio, the blue Zerg at the bottom of the map, and at the top of the map on cross positions, we do have OGS Hyperdub. Now this is unfortunate because it's going to be a team kill, but only unfortunate for the players. For us, the fans, it is going to be absolutely awesome because these guys are absolute ballers, and these guys played each other. This is, I think they played 3 games against each other for the SK Gaming Champions of Asia tourney for April, and I am so excited to see what kind of good play these guys have. I love casting professional Koreans who play because they are just so good, not taking anything away from the foreign community, but Koreans are, well, they're Koreans, man, and this is what they do and how they do it. So I am so excited to see what these guys do. Xenio is, oh my gosh, he's so good. You can see here doing a little extractor trick to go ahead and get ahead on this drone by just a little bit. So actually almost a full drone. Wow, I didn't realize how good that was. I may start doing that more when I play Zerg. Okay, but I digress, I guess. Going back, we do have Hyperdub going to go ahead and getting some yep, looks like getting some SCVs. Pretty good. And he's going to go for a very standard barracks on 12 play, it looks like. So good job there. I do like his placement right here. He's going to go ahead and wall off, even though he does kind of want to wall here, so he can go ahead and take this expansion. If you wall here and here, then any kind of baneling bust is going to be much less effective, and you can also prevent Zergling run-bys and stuff, assuming they breach your natural. So good play there. Meanwhile, it looks like OGS Xenio is going to go ahead and take his expansion before his pool, before gas. I'm interested to see now if he's going to go for a pool first or a gas first. The last game I cast of him, he went gas first, but looks like he's going to switch it up a little bit, go pool first, and really focus on just getting out some extra drones before he goes ahead and does any kind of tech play. Or upgrade play, actually, because I guess, Zerg doesn't actually tech with their first 100 ever. They always get Zerg in speed. So, let's see. And by always, I mean if they're not going roaches. For all of you out there who are like, that's not actually true, Squiggles. I'm like, okay, fine. You're right. There are other things that can happen, but normally 90% rule. That's what happens. Okay, looks like OGS Hyperdub going to go ahead and get out a couple of Marines. Never a bad thing to do, and continuing to just really get out some SCVs. Now you can see that because Xenio went ahead and got his hatchery first, he's actually a little bit behind on supply right now, and we can see here. Worker-wise, they're absolutely the same, but the Terran just has out 3 Marines, it looks like. But that's totally fine because Terran, they have to build their units one at a time. Zerg, they build theirs in groups of like 50. So, I mean, I guess it evens out. It looks like he is going to be going ahead and building his expansion, but he's hiding a little bit because, and it looks like OGS Hyperdub may be a little confused as to something. I don't know. He was like, what are you doing, bud? And he was like, oh, I'm just building the expansion. What? You're mad because it's finished already? Sorry. Couple of Zerglings coming out here, and all these Zerglings are really going to do is they are going to kill scouting workers, and they are going to take control of Zelonga watchtowers, maybe relieve this drone from his duties, and they could also park just kind of out here-ish, so he can see when Hyperdub goes ahead and takes another expansion or moves out or does whatever. So, I mean, good play here, and that's why he gets his Zerglings. You can see here they are spreading out. They're going to be all over the map, getting good map awareness. And so he is going to be able to just drone as much as his heart desires, and then when he sees the Terran being aggressive, he's just going to build a whole bunch of units, build around units, and be totally fine. Holy crap, we see 4 barracks going down for Hyperdub, so that's one way to wall in, man. That's going to be a tight wall in, and because of his spawn position, I play Terran, so this is important to me. Because of his spawn position, he's going to be able to put these tech labs down and reactors and stuff, and they're going to be safe. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Let's say if their positions were reversed and he had to put down his barracks here, all of his add-ons would be exposed, which sucks so bad. So good for Hyperdub that he spawned where he did, and he's going to be able to protect his add-ons, because man, getting your add-ons sniped is the most annoying thing in the world, because not only does it take a lot of time to build them, that's time you could have been spent making units, but also if, like, say they snipe off the stim pack before it's done, oh, it ruins your entire day. But he does have a very nice wall here. It's going to be really strong against banelings. That's the word I was looking for. Strong. Because if you have any supply depots or anything, then it's just not going to be as good. But it looks like, in fact, it will be fine. It looks like Xenio is going to be getting a couple more Zerglings, not too many more, and just really focusing on drones, which is what you need to do. Getting a really fast lair, and I say really fast because a lot of Koreans like to get a third up before they get lair. But it looks like he is going to go for a 2-base lair, and I don't know. It looks like he's getting banelings, so he could be going for a baneling speed, maybe a baneling bust, maybe some baneling muta play, always popular against Terran. So we're going to have to see exactly what happens there. It looks like Hyperdub going to be going ahead and saturating his natural. It does have both gas at this point. And let's check it out. It looks like Xenio actually has all 4 gas taken at this point. So yeah, he's going to definitely be going for some kind of heavy gas play, and I'm expecting that Evo chamber going down. So we're gonna have to wait and see what he decides to do once the lair finishes. Now I want to say this is actually really good timing. The lair finishes right about the same time Baneling Nest finishes, so if he wants to get Baneling speed, he can literally start it right when it finishes. So that's pretty cool. It looks like he is going to go with the Spire though. So yes, he is going to go with the Spire, and that is why he got a quick lair, because he wants to go some mutas. Going to go ahead and get out a few speedlings, as well as he does have a spine crawler there, so he's going to be absolutely safe. You can see this is what I was talking about. Xenio also has the Zergling right here, so he's going to be able to see what kind of things Terran do. And Terran are really, I mean, it can't really be sneaky from here unless you do drops. And he is getting medevacs, but I mean, you have to lift up an actual building to get out. So very StarCraft 1-esque, kind of like so. Thank you, Hyperdub, for proving my point. I appreciate that. And you can see here the Zergling actually not even going to be attacked, but going to be able to see the Marines move out. That is a lot of Marines, holy crap. But centrifugal hooks almost halfway done. And it looks like, yep, it looks like that is going pretty well, as well as Overlord's speed. That's going to just increase the survivability of Overlords a lot. And if he decides to get drop later on, that's going to be so much better. Okay, we have a lot of Banelings being morphed in the natural, and these Speedlings are just going to go ahead and delay the Marines until these Banelings are finished, but it looks like they absolutely will be. Oh, able to snipe off that Creep Tumor. That's actually a really big deal. He's going to have to go ahead and get a Queen out there and actually make the Creep Tumor again. He did get a decent amount of creep spread, but these Marines are going to be able to take care of that, and it looks like he's going to get this last one. No, he's not. So good job by the Zerglings, able to keep this one creep tumor alive. So he's going to have a little spot of creep left in the map. Oh, Overlords are so annoying. He was like, wanted to expand there? Sorry. Not on my watch. Blah. And, oh, look at that. This is such good play by OGS Hyperdub. And I'm sorry I wasn't there earlier. But Banelings and Zerglings coming in. And is he going to get the queen? Oh, that would be huge. Nope. But he was able to use the... lots of Marines dying there. But he was able to use this ground, and he still is using the ground, as a way to negate the Baneling aggression and the Baneling defense. So now he's going to be dropping a couple of Marines and now picking them up and dropping them again, stemming the guys underneath, so able to do as much damage as humanly possible. And wow, just such great drop play here. This is really annoying, actually. I am impressed. Back home, macroing like a madman. Going to go ahead and get more Medivacs and Marines, adding on a couple more barracks. But Mutalisks are on their way, and Mutalisks will help a ton to negate this whole stupid thing that Hyperdub is doing. And by stupid, I am talking from Xenio's point of view, because this is absolutely phenomenal play, and I think this is awesome. Okay, it looks like Xenio has had enough of this. He's going to flank both sides, and Hyperdub is going to be like, fine, I'm leaving then. See ya. Oh, but Mutas are out, so that is going to trigger the drop. All these Marines are going to get cleaned up, and the Medivac is as well. But that was very cutesy play by Hyperdub, I have to say. Really abusing the terrain, and I love it when players do that. So, so cool. So good. Meanwhile, over here, at some point in the distant past, Xenio has, in fact, taken a third. So, good job by Xenio, going ahead and maintaining his one-base lead. Always a thing you want to do as Zerg. And now Terran is kind of on his back heel. I mean, he didn't... I mean, they're really even in supply. He wasn't able to do a ton of damage. He did do some. You can see worker counts. It looks like Xenio is ahead by a bit. And army supplies, OGS Hyperdub is ahead by a bit. So, I mean, Hyperdub still, he feels like he needs to do damage, and I don't blame him. He does have one turret up here, but as more mutas get out, that's going to be kind of scary. It looks like he is sticking with just a handful of mutas. Looks like about 8 mutas right now, and check my math, carry the 2. Yes, 8 mutas, good, good, good. So he's going to be just poking around here and seeing if he can make the Terran go ahead and run back to his base and also get some good scouting in. So he's going to go ahead and run in here. He's going to see the turret, and he's going to, oh, so annoying. He's going to just pick at the edges, able to kill, looks like 3 SCVs there, so good job there. And force some of these Marines to go ahead and move back here. Meanwhile, it looks like Hyperdub is moving up here, and he could take control of the Zelnanga Watchtower, currently being controlled by the Zergling, and so the Xenio knows exactly what's going on. And he is going to go ahead and push in here. Now, these Marines have to be a little bit careful, because Mutas plus Zerglings plus Banelings with speed is really scary. And, oh man, this is a lot of Medivacs he could lose as well. Here comes the push, and are the Marines going to be able to do it? It looks like, oh, just so many Banelings, and oh man, all those Marines go down. And now, yep, now the Mutas are going to be able to clean up all these Medivacs, so losing 4 Medivacs, so that's actually kind of a huge hit to OGS Hyperdub. You can see now that Xenio is ahead 120 supply versus 95 supply. There are tanks out though, and siege mode is done, so that is going to help quite a bit. And it looks like Hyperdub is thinking about taking another expansion, so that's always good. He does have double E-bays up as well, has not started upgrades yet, but I expect him to, right? Thank you, Hyperdub again. Right about now. And these mutas doing a good job of taking map control. And look at this. He has such a good little ring. He has these overlords here. They're spewing creep, which does a couple of things. Denies an expansion, increases mobility of any ground units, and this ring allows him to see any drops that leave. So good job by Xenio with his overlord placement there. And look at this. Oh, that's so annoying. He has his Zerglings here, and so he's going to be able to know exactly when he expands. I thought he was going to be underneath, but nope. Marines are going to stem and put an end to that. But this is a lot of the Zerglings and Banelings, and I don't know. There is a tank down now, so the tank is going to absolutely help. Couple of tanks now. Okay, good. So it looks like Hyperdub is going to be totally fine now. And he is going to be continuing to just get Marines one at a time out of these racks. Hasn't had the time, I think, to add on any barracks. You can, oh well, I mean, he's up to, was it 6 racks now? Yeah, 6 racks, but only with 1 add-on, and that was just to get stem and combat shields, which he did get, and which are very good. It looks like Xenio may be mounting some kind of attack here. He is marshaling his forces, and it looks like he's going to do a double-pronged attack where he uses his mutas around the back and these forces of Zerglings and Banelings around the front. And here we go. Oh, just going to be able to pick off a supply depot. Just annoying, not going to really supply block him, but just picking around the edges as any good harass does, focusing on, oh wow, and actually some Marines getting stemmed, so able to do additional damage there, because stem, as OP as everybody says it is, does actually hurt your units. So, yep, going to gonna negate the whole shields that the Marines have, just because he was able to kill them, or kill the shields rather, with the stem. So gonna have to heal them back up. Oh, that's just energy that he could have used for other things, but whatever. What else are medevacs for than to transport you and heal you? And I was actually trying to think of how the math worked on that, but I couldn't really figure it out. How you could be injured, lying on the ground almost dead, and then like a green beam from a ship comes down and then you feel better. I don't know. But I want that medicine, dang it. That would be awesome. Okay, back to the game. We see that Zenio has added on quite a few more mutas, also taking a fourth while he attacks, which is very, very good. And I'll get a shot of the fourth in just a second so you believe me. Boop, there it is. Okay, going back to the match. We can see that he was able to poke in, do some good damage, and force all these SCVs to run away, forcing stems again, and then able to run away again. So good job using mutas to just really be annoying, get some good scouting in, and harass. And it looks like Zenio is really focusing on creep spreading right now, because his Zerglings and Banelings get exponentially better when they are on creep, because they move so fast, it's a little scary. And, oh, look at this. It looks like he's going to add on another base, so almost like double expanding there. Going to go ahead and throw on some drones. Good job putting the drones here so they don't actually run all the way back. And now he's going to put them on the minerals. Getting double gas as well. So, well played by Zenio. And, oh, man, now he's getting a... Oh, no. He's getting a greater spire. You can see that adrenal glands is on the way, as well as melee attack 3 and Carapace 2. So he is doing very, very well in upgrades. You can see Marines are at 2-2 right now, and 3-3 has been started, as well as the vehicle weapons level 2 has been started as well. So that's going to make siege tanks quite good. And you can see here he has amassed a decent amount of siege tanks. Looks like 5 siege tanks right now. And if he can get a scary number of siege tanks, then that could absolutely help. Ooh, looks like a sick push here by Zenio, and he lost quite a bit. The supply is equalizing. Was able to take out one tank and do some damage, but you know, most of it that he lost was actually just Zerglings and Banelings, so not too bad. Able to keep his mutas alive, which is really what he wants. And ooh, look at this, Infestors coming out, and it looks like they do have the... I actually don't know. I wasn't checking to see if he got the upgrade or not, but I'm going to assume that he did, because it just seems like solid play to me to go ahead and get the upgrade. Bam, yes he did. Okay, cool. So he has got the upgrade. Now, OGS Hyperdub, this is a scary force for him. You can see that it looks like it's going to be a 200 supply push by both players, as they are both at 193 supply right now. Nice little stem here. They literally stemmed and were healed to full instantly, so that's nice. Really good thing about having medevacs. Yay! And that is a lot of siege tanks, man. Oh, that's scary. 8 siege tanks, and they're going to be able to totally rip apart this ball from the Zerg player, and oh, he catches him just unsieged, and now the splash is going to do a lot of damage to... Holy... Oh, man, that was close. I was going to say the splash is actually going to do a lot of damage to the Marines, but it looks like, in fact, it won't. Good job sending just a few Marines over here to go ahead and kill creep, and ooh, even managing to pick off a muta, so add a little benefit there. And here comes this amazing amount of Marines. Holy crap. If there were any burrowed Banelings, I would be so scared. Ooh, great little fungal there. And yeah, you gotta also be careful of fungals, and it looks like, ooh, he may actually be able to get one of these Infestors. No, the Infestors, oh, maybe still he'll... Oh, nope, looks like he will not be able to get him. But, oh, these siege tanks are moving forward and getting in a really scary spot. Broodlords are out, and that's a scary number of Broodlords. 8 Broodlords. Oh, no. And so now I don't even know if you should siege with Broodlords, because, they're just going to be doing so much damage and splash your own units. Great job. Look at this Broodlord Infestor play, absolutely destroying Hyperdub. Well, Hyperdub is still doing pretty well, but you can see the supplies. Zenio is maxed. Hyperdub is at 180. They are both macroing quite well. Hyperdub getting some Vikings to deal with this. 10 Banelings on the way, as well as 18 Zerglings. And it looks like there are still 6. Did I count this right? Yes, there are still 7. Sorry. There's still 7 Broodlords now, and these Broodlings are absolutely going to destroy. So it looks like Hyperdub is going to have to go ahead and go back. You can see the supplies are widening now, as it is 157 versus still maxed army of Zenio. And it looks like he's going to be getting Ultras as well. And the thing is, and this is such good synergy that OGS Zenio is doing, is that if you get the +3 carapace, well, the +3 carapace doesn't help for flying, but the +3 attack, it helps for the Broodlings. They get the +3 attack and +3 carapace, actually, as well as the Zerglings, the Banelings, and the Ultras also get it. So he's really, these upgrades affect almost his entire army except the mutas. and the mutas, it looks like, are actually at the +1 attack, so good there. And I don't know, man. These Broodlords doing so much damage. Hyperdub falling apart a bit. It's 180 supply versus 125 supply, and I don't know if Hyperdub can actually fix this, can actually take this out. Ooh, he is able to stim and kill a lot of these Broodlords, and that is what he needs to do. Oh my goodness, only 3 Broodlords left. That's what he needs to do, but it's not going to be enough. There's the GG, and it looks like Xenio is going to take this game away from Hyperdub. Well played by both players, but Broodlords proved to be just too much for Hyperdub in conjunction with the Infestors. Great play by Xenio.